Okay, so today we're diving deep into something pretty major, life's purpose. Not just, going through the motions, but really feeling like you're living a life that matters.
Definitely. And the source we're using, Finding Your Life's Purpose, has some really interesting ideas about that.
Yeah, I was really struck by this idea of a deeper calling.
Right.
It's like more than just enjoying your job or having hobbies. It's this sense of, I don't know,
Alignment.
yeah, alignment, like you're on the path you were always meant to be on.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people feel that pull.
Definitely. But how do we even begin to figure out what that path is? It feels kind of, I don't know, mystical or something.
I totally get that. It can seem really vague, but finding your life's purpose actually gives us a really practical place to start.
Okay, I'm listening.
Aligning your actions with your passions.
Okay, break that down for me. What does that actually look like?
So think about it this way. What are you most excited to talk about, even when no one's asking?
Hmm, interesting.
Or what activity makes you completely lose track of time?
Ooh, yeah, I know that feeling.
Right, those are clues to your passions. And the idea is to figure out how to bring more of those things into your life.
So it's not necessarily about like quitting your job and becoming a musician or something, although sometimes maybe it has that. Who knows?
Sometimes, maybe. But often it's about finding ways to integrate those passions into your existing life.
Got it. I like that. It
Right.
feels way less overwhelming that way.
Right. So the source gives this great example. Imagine a software developer who's like super into history.
Okay, yeah.
They don't have to quit their job and become a historian, but maybe they start a blog about historical coding techniques or volunteer to build an app for a local museum.
That's a really cool example.
Right.
It's about finding those little intersections between what you're good at and what lights you up.
Exactly. But of course, real life is rarely that straightforward. There are always challenges and obstacles.
Oh, for sure. Like
Yep.
what kind of things trip people up in this whole finding your purpose thing?
Well, I think one biggie is societal expectations. Maybe your family wants you to be a doctor or a lawyer, even if you're not really passionate about it.
Oh, yeah. That pressure can be intense. Or even just those messages we get from society about what success should look like.
Totally. It can be really hard to drown out that noise and hear your own inner voice.
And then, of course, there's fear of failure.
Ah, yes. It's scary to put yourself out there, especially when it's something that really matters to you.
Totally. Like, what if I try to align my actions with my passions and I just totally bomb?
It's a legitimate fear. But finding your life's purpose points out that those fears are often based on limiting beliefs.
Oh, interesting.
One really helpful tip they suggest is to reframe failure as a learning opportunity.
So instead of asking, what if I fail, I should ask.
What can I learn from this experience no matter the outcome?
I love that. It totally shifts the perspective.
Right, because even if things don't go exactly as planned, you'll still come out of it having learned something valuable.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's not even fear that's holding us back. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, a lack of clarity.
Totally. Like maybe you have tons of interest, but you're not sure which one could actually lead to that sense of purpose.
Yeah. Like I'm into this and that. How do I choose which path to actually pursue?
That's where this core values exercise from the source comes in.
Well, tell me about it.
So it walks you through identifying your top three values, things like creativity, independence, helping others, whatever resonates most with you.
Okay.
Once you know your core values, you can start evaluating your interests and seeing which ones align most strongly.
Wow. That is a really cool, concrete way to approach it. I like that a lot.
It takes some of the guesswork out of it.
It definitely does. So to kind of recap what we've covered today, we've talked about this idea of a deeper calling, aligning your actions with your passions, and even some of those roadblocks that can pop up along the way.
It's been a good overview, I think. And honestly, this is really just the tip of the iceberg. Finding your purpose is an ongoing journey.
Absolutely. It's not like you just wake up one day and bam, you've got it all figured out.
Definitely not. It's a process of exploration and learning and growing.
Right. And sometimes those footsteps can feel the hardest.
They really can.
But one thing finding your life's purpose really emphasizes is that even small steps matter.
Oh, absolutely.
So before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with this question.
Yeah.
What's one action inspired by what we've talked about today that you can take today?
Love that.
Don't overthink it. Just one small step. Write it down, put it on your calendar, and make it happen. Who knows where that one tiny action could lead you? Until next time, happy purpose hunting, everyone.
Keep diving deep.